Detroit shining brightly tonight. What a look at the Motor City from just across the river. The Pistons play before the home crowd. And we've got it right here on 2K Sports, live from downtown Detroit. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. The Detroit Pistons come into this one following loss, guys, to the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
And that's what can happen on the road. You have to be aggressive and try to disrupt them out of their normal routine.
Boy, Chris, how much fun is it to have basketball back? Talk about some of the things you personally look for early in a season.
Oh, man, what I personally look for in the beginning of the season is how guys develop. And a lot of that is body language. You know, are you putting your head down and dropping your head after a shot? Are you not running back on defense after a turnover? These are all little things that show what you're thinking about. You know, I just kind of check out the development, but again, the body language. Is a guy playing hard through his frustration? Is a guy giving his coach eye contact in the huddle? Is he being a great teammate by encouraging guys? I'm passing to an open player for a better shot. And so those are the things that I look at. And then again, with the pace being at an all-time high, I think now is a new golden era of basketball where you can have so much more fun because you are no longer held to rules of not getting out at the shot clock, not getting on the fast break. Coaches are now encouraging this style, so the game to me is a lot more fun. Hopefully as a rookie you come in and you embrace this and just let it fly.
So here's Miami's starting group. Down low, it's Johnson and Whiteside. Dragic and Waiters, they're the backcourt. And it's Richardson in at the small forward. Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Now, here's Drummond. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
But even more impressively was his shot blocking. I mean, by the end, they were afraid to bring the ball anywhere near him. Can you say intimidation?
There's the call on James Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. And so just over a minute and a half played. Drummond a screen. And it's Bullock missing.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
Now here's Jackson after the miss from Goran Dragic. And that's good. Reggie Jackson for three. Jackson's got 5 now.
Oh, man, you really like seeing Jackson get going from the perimeter. His three-point shot has come a long way.
There's Dragic with the 3.
No flow to their offense at all yet. I mean, just 1 for 5 from the floor to start the game.
Pass to Lue. Out left to the wing. Here's Drummond. Miami grabs the miss. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, we saw no matter what they tried offensively, the opponent just had the answer.
And in a big way. This was a blowout. Players, coaches, everyone is to blame.
Now, here's Bullock. 14 points from him the last game against Philadelphia. Just 5 on the clock. Drummond a screen. High post shot. Good as the jump shot falls.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Eric Spoelstra.
Well, Kevin, I asked him what the strategy was offensively, and he said, look, we want to avoid having to take so many outside shots. They want to exploit what he described as a mismatch inside. He said, we have the talent down low to make things very difficult on those guys. We're going to use it. Evan?
Okay, David, thanks. And here is Drummond after the three-pointer from Goran Dragic.
And the confidence of Drummond just soaring when he's attempting these mid-range shots.
To the paint, here's Whiteside. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
Just the presence of the D in the lane is enough to make him short-arm that layup.
They get a hand on it. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Shoots over Bullock. Richardson, no luck. Pistons leading by 4. Back to Bullock. And here's Richardson. 17 points for him last game against the Hawks in Atlanta. Whiteside, the pass to Dragic. 6 to shoot. Baseline J on the way. Yep, that one goes in there. Waiter's got his first basket of the night.
And that's a nice possession. Did a good job to get that open shot.
And the Pistons got off to a hot start last season, 14-6 with some big road wins.
Yeah, but you know, I never really include the first 20 games of the season. I just think that's when everyone gets to know each other, and then when the scouting report comes out for the next 62, that's when things heat up. So I think you take that with a grain of salt, but Reggie Jackson did suffer an ankle sprain, and then things started going south right after that. But staying healthy will be critical if they hope to make the playoffs this season.
Now here's Johnson. After the miss from Reggie Jackson, it's deflected. There's Galloway. He's guarded by Waiter. Here's Galloway. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. And Drummond throws it down.
Wow, Drummond leaving the floor so quickly. The chemistry he has with his teammates on these alley-oops is very impressive.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc.
Well, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was timely.
Jackson kicks to Lewis. Drummond with a screen on Dragic. Here's Jackson. No good off the front iron.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's Galloway. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Drummond with it. He's picked up by Whiteside. Jackson, that's good.
Oh, that's because Jackson is looking to shoot off the screen, getting the space he requires to nail that shot.
Whiteside a screen. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Over Drummond. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Defensively, they could have done better. That's an open look he'd like to have back.
Here's Galloway. He's guarded by Waiter. Galloway, no good. To the middle. Here's Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Drummond. Outside Jackson. Pass to Galloway. Off target from three-point range. The Heat trail by 3. Here's Johnson. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. The back-to-the-basket scoring, obviously more uncommon these days than it was in the past. Can we even say now with any kind of certainty, Chris, who has the best hook shot in the game?
The best hook shot in the game by far, still belongs to Tony Parker. No, he is not a big man, but he did lead the league in paint scoring when he was in his prime. Now a little bit older, he can still get to it. When Tony Parker gets in that paint, Kevin, he has the best jump hook. When I played in the game, the only guy that I respected their jump hook as much as mine was his jump hook, because he would float it over bigs so easy.
No kidding.
Oh, no kidding, Kevin. He still has the best jump hook floater in the game. That's right, that man Tony Parker.
different look here for the Pistons. Pachulia, he's checked in for Lure. Johnson comes in for Reggie Bullock. Then Robinson, the third, is checked in for Langston Galloway. And Smith subbed in for Jackson. Now, here is Smith. He's coming off a 10-point game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And his impact wasn't just on offense. He played great deep. Blocked 2 shots. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot he didn't do in that game.
And that one drops for him.
Well, this is what Smith does best, keeping his eyes moving and set up the open man.
The Heat trail by 3. Johnson kicks to Winslow. Down low, stolen by Robinson. Johnson against Winslow. To the inside. Drummond dishes to Smith. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Smith is a fighter. Someone who usually doesn't back down from anyone, especially on these types of shots.
Olynyk the pass to Johnson. Robinson against Wade. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
You better at least get a hand up on Wade. I mean, he's more than capable of bearing the triple.
The Pistons have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Johnson to screen. And there's Drummond. That's good on the assist by Smith. And it's 6 points for Andre Drummond.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
The pass to Olynyk. Over Drummond. Olynyk can't hit.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
Now, here is Robinson. Pachulia with the screen on Wade. Robinson, no good on that one. The Heat go the other way with it. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
And we're watching 2 teams looking to make that next step, Greg. I mean, they want to break out of this middle of the pack thing, prove they can do some damage.
Pistons leading by 4. A minute 50 left to play here in the first. The feed to Johnson. Johnson outside. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those 2 things that he possesses.
Now here's Winslow. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Screen by Olynyk. The shot by Wade, no good. Detroit's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Smith against Johnson. Now here's Pachulia. D right on him. He can't get it to go. The Heat go the other way with it. Johnson outside. They set the pick. Out to Wade. Over Robinson. Wade can't hit.
He keeps battling, but so far this quarter, he hasn't been able to get it going.
Charity stripe shot, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Smith's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. Now Johnson. He kicks it to Winslow. Over Pachulia.
Capable defender with a solid reach. Pachulia is skilled at contesting shooters and intimidating them.
Reggie Jackson firing on all cylinders for Detroit. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this break. One of the most dominant big men in the league, Andre Drummond, says he's learned how to be a leader on this team.
Watching previous guys who've led this team and did the things that they did, I write that kind of stuff in the back of my head and just say, this is something I need to do this. Or if I see something I didn't like, this is something I probably will stay away from. And I think now that I'm in a role where I could kind of lead this team, I kind of have the blueprint on what I need to do to make this team successful.
And, you know, Greg, with Blake Griffin, he's got somebody to take some of that leadership role alongside him.
And those two will be pivotal in deciding just how good this team can be.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And, guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
And really, for the whole first quarter, they've maintained their intensity. Let's see how long they can sustain it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Heat, they've got Winslow. Johnson is out there with Wayne Ellington. And it's Magruder in at the 3, the small forward. Smith kicks to Pachulia. He dishes it to Johnson. Smith left side. Picked by Pachulia. Elbow shot is on the way. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
He gets the shot he was looking for and he just can't bury it. And Ish Smith with the best season he had in 2017-18. He made dramatic improvements as a scorer. Career best from pretty much everyone on the floor.
Now here is Smith. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Outside Robinson. Out to Smith from downtown. But they get it back. Robinson passes to Pachulia. Now Smith. And that's a foul. It's called on Wayne Ellington. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
John Lure, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Smith inside. He's guarded by Johnson. Smith kicks to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. They get the rebound. Lure. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And Ish Smith in particular, much improved finishing around the rim.
And that could be a challenge for a player of his stature. I mean, learning how to find angles to finish around the bigger bodies, that becomes key.
First one falls for him. See, Webb, a quick tactical question here. As a big, when you're defending the pick and roll, what are the things you're looking to do? How do you handle that?
Okay, I'm going to try to rapid pace this because this is what goes through your mind. What did coach say in shoot around? Wait a minute, who is this? Is this Steph Curry that can dribble, or is this Thompson that loves to take a step back? Or is it a player like Durant that loves to hit you with the step back? Or who's setting the pick? Is it a guy like Thompson that's going to slip? Or is it a guy like Dwight Howard that they can throw it up to? Is it Capella that may slip and go through and you still throw it up to and you can't get back? Who's communicating?
Wow.
Who's on my team in the corner? What shooter's in the corner? Because they can't leave the corner to come help. Do I hedge hard? Do I not hedge hard? Oh, no, this is the NBA. It's the greatest players in the world, and even if you do it right, they're going to score anyway. That's kind of what goes through your mind.
That is something else. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
The Pistons went for it last season, bringing in Blake Griffin and trading away picks and players. Didn't work out the way they wanted, but they are determined to make a go of it. They're in a brand new building, and they hope that their moves in the future will draw fans back to the franchise. Kevin?
Good overview, David. Thank you. Miami shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
The first free throw is good. A different look here for Detroit. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Johnson. Langston Galloway comes in for Glenn Robinson III. And it's Jackson in for Ish Smith. Then for the Heat, Whiteside's checked in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Johnson in for Winslow. And so he hits both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Bullock passes to Jackson. Lure the screen. Jackson kicks to Bullock. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And Reggie Bullock, breakthrough year in 2017-18. He played more minutes in one season than in his first 4 seasons combined.
First free throw is good. And Bullock, a bright spot for the Pistons. Chris, some most improved player talk, in fact, about him. And, boy, last season did he shoot the cover off the ball.
He's the second best three-point percentage in the league. If he keeps it up, he's due for a big pay raise.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Magruder, that's good. Now here's Jackson. He's got 8. Passes it to Galloway. Floats one up. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Well, it's great to see Galloway being aggressive, Kevin. I mean, when he's driving like this, it's a huge bonus.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Magruder. He's guarded by Bullock. Here's Whiteside. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4. Jackson with it. 23 points for him the last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Galloway with the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 8.
I like the confidence from the guard. Galloway, he shows no fear in shooting off the pass.
Here's Johnson. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
The Heat trail by 8. Outside Dragic. Trying to get open is Johnson. Dragic gets the bucket. Dragic has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Lure the pass to Galloway. Picked by Pachulia. Jackson from long range. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson, how he performed last season. Last season put up about 10 points a game, 5 rebounds and 4 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
Well, yeah, lately he's been overachieving a little bit. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things to come.
Here's Galloway. Johnson with the block. Ellington kicks to Johnson. And it's Lure with the rebound. Lure's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Galloway with the bucket. Galloway has got 6.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Waiters outside. Pass to Whiteside. Outside Dragic. Outside a screen. Outside Dragic. Here's Johnson. Rebound, Detroit. Lure's got 6 rebounds in the game. Down low, Pachulia. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, his toughness. Pachulia brings on both ends of the court. That's what's important about his game.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
The first one falls. Some call it the Ewing theory, teams that play better without relying on a star player. Chris, how sustainable is that?
It's not sustainable. It's real cute until you have the teams that are focused and want to win come in. And usually that Ewing theory, that's usually like in the fifth week of the season or before All-Star break when teams are figuring out themselves. Once everybody has identified their strengths and their weaknesses, you need that horse to ride. You need that big hoss in there, that guy that's dependable every night. And as long as he's a willing passer, unselfish player, no, you need those guys. I don't believe that teams are better without their main guy. Maybe for short stretches, players can rally, but you look at championship winners. I'm trying to think of one that didn't have a superstar on their roster. I just don't buy into that.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke. Right? I mean, there's been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
And where the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for Detroit.
And clearly, this is a squad that makes its living in the paint. Very few teams are as determined to get the ball inside as much as they are. They aren't going to settle for jump shots. They're going to continue to pound it down low.
It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Dion Waiters. There's the pick. Bullock dishes to Jackson. Picked by Pachulia. Here's Lure. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
Good at setting hard screens. Now, Pachulia is very reliable at giving up his body for his guys.
With some arc, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Detroit gets called for the foul. The Heat have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, a crazy year for Dwayne Casey, voted Coach of the Year, but fired by the Raptors after they were swept in the conference semifinals.
Yeah, Kevin, but he lands on his feet in Detroit, and obviously they got a good one. The Raptors steadily improved season after season under his watch. Hopefully the Pistons can do the same.
The Heat making a switch here. Olynyk checked in.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Pachulia with the screen on Waiters. Here's Galloway. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got 4 rebounds in this game. Waiters outside. Outside Dragic. Olynyk sets a screen for Dragic. Off target with his 3.
Their stroke has not been what they needed it to be, but looks like they're going to keep going to it.
Galloway, the pass to Jackson. There's Galloway. He's guarded by Waiters. 11 feet away. Rebound by the Heat.
They haven't been able to count on his scoring tonight, but still, here they are in the lead.
And here's Dragic. 7 points in the game. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Galloway kicks to Bullock. Lure a screen on Richardson. Lure the screen. Here's Bullock. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Bullock's got 5 now.
On that play, I mean, it feels even better to be the guy setting the screen than the guy scoring the points.
That one's in there. The Detroit lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Hassan Whiteside. Now here's Jackson. He's got 8. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. 10 points for him.
And
Jackson is very good at catching the D off guard, especially inside where he needs to be fast and getting that shot off.
Whiteside, good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
The Pistons making a change here. Drummond's checked in. Wayne Wade's checked in for Miami. And stolen by Whiteside. Wade can't hit.
Aggressive move to the bucket, and the D is ready for it.
Inside. Whiteside against Drummond. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Something affected him on that shot, and it wasn't the defense.
Here's Wade. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Drummond with a screen on Dragic. Galloway. No good with the triple. The Heat trail by 5. Outside Dragic. Feeds it to Whiteside. And stolen by Drummond. Jackson against Dragic. Drummond a screen. Bullock passes to Drummond. Got a piece of it. Now Dragic. He's got 9. Richardson the pass to Whiteside. Out to Wade. Whiteside a screen. Off the screen. Wade uses the glass that time, and it's good. Now it's just a 3-point Piston lead.
Look, the aggressiveness of Wade. I mean, he's always a problem in the pick and roll with his athleticism and speed.
Drummond dishes to Jackson. Detroit, no good that time either. Miami's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Richardson, good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's the screen. Jackson kicks to Drummond. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Richardson the pass to Wade. 43 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Over in the corner. Lure. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Here's Richardson. Out to Wade. Shot clock at 6. He scores for only his 3rd time tonight. Now 3 for 10, taking a climb out of the hole.
You got to crowd Wade in the mid-range. I mean, his in-between game is straight filthy.
And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. It's been all about Hassan Whiteside for Miami. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, how does the defense you're playing impact your offense?
It just energizes us. We have an ignitable group, and that's how we play. So we have to continue to stay the course, and try to keep them off the two-point line as best as we can.
Yeah, those runouts get your guys going. Thanks a lot, Spo. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. So it's Miami who's out on top at the half. They've got a 2-point lead. Kenny?
Well, I thought that turning point was when the bench came in. Those guys really hustled, and they gave the team some energy, and then they started to score baskets. That was a bonus.
Shaq, what'd you think about the Pistons?
Ernie, they're taking way too many threes. The offense has no rhythm. They need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe try to get a little bit more in transition, more off the pick and roll. Anything other than shooting that three. It's not going.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back to the Palace at Auburn Hills. That's a look at the Renaissance Center, which dominates the skyline in downtown Detroit. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third. You look at Hassan Whiteside in this game. Guys, he's everywhere.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
Terrific first half on offense. This is how you draw it up. We'll see if they can maintain that efficiency going forward.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Lure and Drummond together down low. Then there's Reggie Bullock, and there's Jackson, and it's Galloway in at the 2 spot. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Second shot opportunity, and there's the nice layup by Drummond. Drummond's got it all tied up now for the Pistons.
Now, the energy Drummond has on the glass, it's really ridiculous. He's a spark plug, a real spark plug.
Down low, and then Johnson with the dunk.
Once he gets open on the low block, it's just a matter of getting him the ball.
And, well, Detroit shooting around 41% on the night. Jackson kicks to Bullock. Now here's Lure. Shot from 12. Miami grabs the miss. Whiteside's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Low block shot. Richardson the pass to Johnson, and that one drops. Now it's a 4-point Heat lead.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Drummond with a screen on Dragic. Here's Jackson, and it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Reggie Jackson, drafted by the Thunder, 24th pick in 2011. Now, despite playing big minutes, he wasn't happy backing up Westbrook. He wanted the chance to start.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And Jackson burned some bridges on his way out of Oklahoma City. Some felt he put himself before the team.
But it worked out financially. I mean, a 5-year, $80 million contract. I mean, it's doubtful the Thunder could have afforded it, but from that standpoint, hard to knock him.
Free throw, good waiters. And both free throws good for waiters. Pistons trailed by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Fires from 18, and Jackson gets it to go. Jackson's got 12 in the game.
Wow, and with Jackson, he looks to score from any spot on the floor. So effective at getting to the basket as well as pulling up.
They set the pick. Oh, Whiteside in position, up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And he's just always an easy target on the alley-oop. With Whiteside's size and wingspan, it's just a matter of putting the ball up there where only he can go get it.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. The Heat leading by 4. Waiters dishes to Dragic. Johnson the screen. Dragic kicks to Waiters. Puts up a 3. The shot that time not on target. The Pistons go the other way with it. Get to take on the Magic in Orlando after this one. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Jackson against Dragic. Over in the corner. Lure. Lock at 6. Here's Jackson. Again, the miss by Jackson. Miami's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Heat have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. A different look for Miami. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Whiteside. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Pistons trail by 7. Drummond sets the screen for Jackson. Kicks to Drummond. And it's blocked. Johnson against Jackson. Johnson outside. There's the pass to Richardson. Just 4 to shoot. The Heat need to get a shot off. Miami no good on that time either. The Pistons have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And taken away by Johnson. Shot from 12. And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist by Johnson. Richardson's got 10.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Jackson. The teardrop falls in.
He's giving them a nice lift this quarter. The shots are falling.
The Heat leading by 7. Johnson kicks to Johnson. Waiters outside. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Waiters got 5 points now in the quarter. The Pistons have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Now a timeout called by Detroit. Julia, he's checked in for the Pistons. Then for the Heat, Winslow's checked in for Johnson. Rodney Magruder comes in for Richardson. And Ellington is subbed in for Waiters. Drummond, a screen. Galloway, the pass to Drummond. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. That's 10 points for Andre Drummond.
Drummond is just a behemoth, an absolutely devastating center who overpowers defenders constantly.
They set the pick. Winslow dishes to Ellington. Lets a floater go. Pistons trail by 8. Here's Galloway, and Detroit again with the bucket.
Respectable jump shooter from many areas, Kevin. I mean, Galloway is someone you have to play up on.
Johnson kicks to Winslow. Passes it to Magruder. And the Heat, another three.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
The Pistons have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Pass to Pachulia. Inside. 6 feet out. And with that, the Heat lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Drummond.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Here's Ellington. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Oh, the feed off the bounce is in just the right spot.
For Detroit, they've gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
Here's a look at some stats for Reggie Jackson. Some last season stats for him. Put up about 14 points per, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you like what he brings backing up the point guard.
Yeah, no doubt. He knows how to run this offense. Tremendous asset to this team coming off the court.
Bullock passes to Jackson. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. The Heat leading by 9. Magruder kicks to Johnson. They get a hand on it. There's the screen. Pass to Adebayo. Shot clock at 5. Here's Magruder. Not really his range, and it's off target.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, because you're spread out. It can be difficult to contest these shots, but not for him.
Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
The strength Pachulia possesses is awesome. Fantastic at cutting through the contact on the way up.
The Pistons shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Johnson, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. Robinson comes in for Langston Galloway. And Smith subbed in for Reggie Jackson.
One shot, gentlemen.
And that one misses. The Heat leading by 7. Wade has the open look. The good-looking shot from the wing. Wade's got 9. For Detroit, they've gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Drummond sets the screen for Johnson. Picked by Pachulia. Johnson, the pass to Smith. Launches a 3. And Winslow pulls it down. Miami's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Dishes it to Wade. And it's sent back by Drummond.
And throughout his career, Drummond has averaged more than a block per game. He really goes all out on defense.
Pistons trailed by 11. Now a timeout called by Detroit. Well, C-Webb, Andre Drummond, the 9th pick in 2012. Some teams had questions about his competitive spirit. Thought he was a little too passive with UConn.
His off-the-court personality might have fed into that. I heard he's a big teddy bear, but that hasn't stopped him from beasting on the court here in the association.
Check of the stats for Drummond. Great showing for him last season. 1st in rebounding, 6th in blocks, and he was in the top 20 in field goal percentage. Able to create offense with tremendous efficiency.
And getting back to the fact that he led the league in rebounding, you know how hard that is? What a tremendous asset to the team. There's a screen by Robinson. Detroit, no good that time either. Miami leading by 11. There's Winslow. Smith with the defensive effort. The Pistons have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Drummond with a screen on Wade to the paint. And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist by Robinson.
Even when the D is roughing Johnson up just a little bit, he still finishes the job in style. I love seeing him muscle through these challenges.
Now here's Winslow. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Robinson against Wade. 6 on the shot clock. Another miss by Wade.
Not easy to miss a clean look inside like that, but he manages to do it.
Yes, that goes in. And it's 6 points for Stanley Johnson.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Ellington kicks to Wade. There's the pick. To the paint. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Yep, it goes in, and the Miami lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Smith. Ellington with it. The pass to Magruder. Looking for Wade, he gets it there. It doesn't go for him. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Johnson kicks to Smith. Pass to Drummond. Drummond a screen. Shot clock at 5. Robinson for 3. That shot no good. And the Heat going the other way now. Here's Wade. Plays it up and banks it in. Wade's got 13.
Wade is an athletic beast. Look how he just demonstrates his impressive quickness on that drive right there.
Smith inside. Ellington defending. No good with the layup. Pass to Magruder. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Magruder's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's Johnson. 6 points for him. Robinson kicks to Drummond. Pachulia sets a screen for Smith. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. 8 points for him.
Cleverness of Smith showing itself once again. Terrific at getting into the heart of the D and then cashing in.
Here's the floater. It's Drummond with the rebound. Pistons trailed by 7 to the inside. Robinson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Dwayne Wade. The Pistons have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
Shooting free throws. Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
Free throw good. Robinson. Lures checked in for Pachulia. And a new group in for the Heat. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Johnson comes in for Winslow. Dion Waiters checked in for Rodney Magruder. And it's Dragic in for Wayne Ellington. Robinson hits them both. Here's Dragic. He's got 9. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Screen by Olynyk. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Waiters for 3. A shot off that time. And we've reached the end of the third. Heat out front, leading by 5. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Dwayne Casey.
Solid defense wins this game right here. All right, getting stops and take whatever offense gives us. Keep moving the basketball.
We're just taking things one little step at a time, Greg, imploring his guys to be smart with the ball.
A sound strategy. Dwayne Casey proving what a great communicator he is.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. On the floor for Miami, Dragic and Wade, the two playmakers in the guard spots. Olynyk is out there with James Johnson, and it's Waiters in at the 3 slot. Now here's Johnson. He kicks to Smith. In the corner, Drummond with it. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Robinson for 3. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. And that's now 7 points for Robinson.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
And he comes through at the perfect moment. I know who they'll look to if they need another big 3 again soon.
Now here's Johnson. Over Robinson. And the shot is good from Johnson. And the Heat lead by 4.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. I mean, the D is worrying too much about the other 4 guys. I mean, they can't give him open jumper.
Drills the three-pointer.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Dragic kicks to Waiters. Johnson the screen. Pass to Wade. Over Robinson. Wade gets the bucket.
I just love watching Wade take over. He's a skilled combo guard who is exceptional at taking what the defense gives him.
There's a screen by Robinson. Back to Johnson to tie it up. It's hauled in by the Heat. Here's Waiters. That shot is off. Great D that time from Johnson. Inside from 12 feet out. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Smith.
When the break is on, Smith fills the lane perfectly, and you know he loves getting it out in the open floor.
Here's Dragic, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
All about the pick there. I mean, let him shed his man and square up for the jumper.
Johnson against Waiters. Back to Smith. Drummond a screen. And it's Smith penetrating.
You know, Kevin, the resiliency of Smith is something you have to admire. He's bounced around the league, but has finally become a value rotation player.
Two shots.
The free throw drops for Smith. So for the Pistons, Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Stanley Johnson. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Glenn Robinson III. Whiteside's checked in for Miami. Josh Richardson comes in for Dwayne Wade. Smith hits them both. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist by Waiters. Waiters got 3 assists in the game. Galloway kicks to Lure. Now the pass to Drummond. Lure the screen. Now Smith. And it's Bullock in the corner. Lure a screen on Richardson. Here's Bullock, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
Now, almost any player left that wide open is going to bury that shot. This is the league. That's poor defensive.
Stolen by Lure. Here's Galloway, and the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
No, you can't lay that pass in there any better.
Miami trailing. Outside a screen. Here's Waiters. Rebound, Detroit. Lure's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Galloway kicks to Smith. Passes to Drummond. Over Whiteside. And Whiteside sends it back. Here's Johnson. Off the left rim and out. Detroit's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Drummond with a screen on Richardson. Here's Galloway. Sinks the triple.
Dependable shooter from outside the arc. You can tell Galloway really believes in in this 3-ball.
The Heat trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Outside a screen. Raiders on the wing. Dragic lays it up off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Galloway kicks to Lure. Back to Galloway. Puts up a 3. Lure can't hit.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Johnson's shot is off. Detroit's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. It's good from long range.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
And here's Dragic. Right side a screen. Dragic kicks to Waiters. Shoots. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. Here's Galloway. Lure up top. Fires from deep. That's good. And so Galloway with the assist. Galloway has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Heat trail by 6. Dragic the pass to Richardson. Johnson at the elbow. Sinks that one from the post. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Dragic against Smith. Lure can't hit. Miami's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Pistons leading by 4. Here's Bullock. Lure a screen on Richardson. Lure the screen. 6 to shoot. Here's Bullock. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Two shots.
And he makes the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Heat trail by 6. Right side a screen. Richardson kicks to Dragic. Takes the 13-footer. Drained for 2 points. Dragic has got 6 here in this quarter.
And you're starting to see some tired legs on those defenders as we come down the stretch here.
Yeah, Greg, but this ball game, it's too close to be taking plays off on D. I don't care how tired you are right now. You better suck it up.
A timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. 14 points for Smith.
How about this turnaround? He played a fringe role in the first half, and now he's the man for them.
Now here's Richardson. Right side kicks to Dragic. Tries to save it, and out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. Detroit leading by 6. Here's Galloway. And it's Lure, top of the key. Pass to Smith. Shot clock at 6. Drummond with a screen on Dragic. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Wow, Kevin, that's a really astonishing play from Drummond. Carving out a ton of space thanks to his wide screen and sprinting to the basket with a true purpose.
Now here's Dragic. Kicks it to Waiters. Right side a screen. Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Waiters. The Pistons shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Drummond a screen. There's Galloway. He's guarded by Waiter. Now Bullock to the middle and stolen by Whiteside. And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist from Dion Waiters. And now just a 4-point Detroit lead. Richardson's getting it done tonight efficiently here from the floor. 6 of 10 so far. Here's the screen from beyond the arc. Drains the three-pointer. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds. Whiteside sets the pick for Waiters. He kicks to Dragic. Oh, Whiteside in position.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprise, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Lure dishes to Galloway. Lure the screen. Poked away. Now here's Waiters. Right side a screen. Pass to Dragic. Over Smith. Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Dragic.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, it's taken on a different feel since the break. You can see how many more hustle plays are being made.
Now here's Drummond. And there's the 3-second violation.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. Turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
And the Pistons making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Wade, he's checked in for the Heat. .129 left to play here in the fourth. Rebound, Detroit. Drummond's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Jackson in the corner. Drummond a screen. Drummond sets the screen for Jackson. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's foul number 2 for him. Jackson against Dragic. Jackson passes to Bullock. 5 on the clock. Ejected by Whiteside. They get it back. Miami's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Well, guys separate themselves by how they perform in clutch situations. Give this man his props.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
As a kid, Jackson saw a lot of the world. His dad was in the Air Force, so he lived in Italy, England, North Dakota, Florida, Colorado. He was all over the place.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game. Timeout called the Heat. They trail by 3. There's 38 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Andre Drummond.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Thank you, David.
Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
Oh, man, and this is late in the game. It's tough for a team to come back. Everything has to fall into place.
Timeout called, the Heat. They're trailing by 5. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Wade outside. Right side a screen. And it's Wade penetrating. Back to Richardson. Right side kicks to Wade. There's Dragic with the 3.
Is it me, or does it just feel like he gets every rebound that comes up?
No, Greg, it's not just you. I mean, it's the stat line, too. Look at what he's doing. A dominant night on the glass.
And so it's Detroit with the W. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Z, you guys were playing a team that really gave you a great effort, but you were able to overcome that and get the win.
Well, we expected this kind of game from them, but, you know, we got to do our thing, you know, what we're doing. Play our game. We have to bring the energy. That's the most important thing right now.
Zaza, thanks for your time, man. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.